Not the ideal start, losing a couple of wickets, but at the end of 15 overs, the West Indies 50 for 2 in pursuit of 238. Welcome to Cricbuzz Comm Box as we assess their run chase at this stage. India falling short. The question is, can the West Indies hold their nerve? The one man we mentioned in the mid-show who could hold the cards is Shai Hope. He's still there, 26 of 47 deliveries. Dinesh Karthik was one of our two experts who suggested he is key, and he joins me on Cricbuzz Comm Box. DK, as long as Shai is there, the Windies have hope. You have to do that, don't you?
Yes, I think so. To be honest, a lot of their hopes are dependent on Shai right now because he's batted well. He's seen through the tough period. I thought they bowled brilliantly, and you can see the run rate slowly creeping up on West Indies, which is obviously going to make things slowly but steadily tougher as it progresses.
And the other thing we expected from Brandon King when he came out to bat, T20 international, obviously that's what he likes to play, and T20s, he came out aggressively, hit a big six, but then strike rate was good, but he needs to now mold himself into a longer innings player.
Yep. I mean, look, we got to understand that the bowlers are these days far more resilient in terms of their attitude towards how they react when they get hit is much, much better. So even though, he kind of got off to a blitzkrieg, what you expect is for bowlers to get flustered, but it doesn't happen that easily these days. I think you could see Prasidh Krishna, obviously, the way he got him. The skill is there, and it's brilliant to watch him bowl this first spell as well.
And that was not the end of Prasidh Krishna. He also got rid of Darren Bravo. DK, you talked him up at the start. 4 overs, 2 for 3. How good is that? I mean, you've seen him up close, personal, from down the pitch. I mean, this is what he was growing up to become.
Absolutely. I think he's somebody who obviously always has a knack of picking wickets, and the fact that he's going very consistently and steadily at that is heartwarming.
Interesting, we talked about how the bowlers were used by stand-in captain Nicholas Pooran. He did a good job. Slight different change of plan for Rohit Sharma today, not going to Washington Sundar first, but it's Yuzi Chahal who's got the first look among the spinners.
Yeah, I mean, that's what makes Rohit a good captain. He's able to think on his feet. He realizes how Chahal with a new hard ball can obviously get some wickets when he bowls, and that's going to be crucial for this game. And obviously, with every game, I think his bowling changes will depend upon two things: the nature of the wicket and obviously the kind of ground they're playing on. So it's very interesting he came up with this tactic today.
Hope is in, Brooks is in, batting to follow as we wrap up on Cricbuzz Comm Box. Let's have a look at what's to come for the West Indies and how inspiring it looks from a West Indies point of view. Nicholas Pooran, stand-in captain, extra responsibility for him. Jason Holder, of course, can hold an innings together. And we know Fabian Allen, Akil Hussain can bat. Azari can give it a bit of a tonk. But I think these two need to stay in, and Pooran then needs to lead from the front.
True. I think a lot will depend on this pair as to how deep they can go. That's going to be critical for the run chase because, yes, they have the skill, but do they have, obviously, the ability to bat and withstand pressure for long periods of time? That's going to be the interesting thing. And before we come back for the next comm box, it's imperative that one of these two are still out there.
Yes, but that's from the West Indies point of view. Sean Pollock said he'd rather be in the Indian camp because he felt that even though there's a subpar total, the bowling is lethal enough. At this stage, do you still concur with that? Or as a neutral, would you be sitting on the fence?
No, I still think India in the driver's seat because a couple of wickets here in the next 10 overs and the cat could be amongst the pigeons.
Perfect. As long as the only thing that they can do, West Indies need to be good backseat drivers. So India in the driver's seat. Can West Indies turn things around? A lot on Shai Hope, Pooran, Holder, Odean Smith. Plenty to do. We'll see you in the 35th over on Cricbuzz Comm Box.